What's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, man, a lot of times guys will meet women and think they've met a beautiful woman, maybe rank her a 9 or a 10. And they don't understand one thing. When you meet a woman, especially when she's got herself put together, face beat, best gear, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, you never know who she is under all of that. Now, there are some women who just slightly enhance themselves when they apply makeup, and even if they wear hair extensions, they use a style that looks natural on them. But then there are those women who use makeup and other enhancements to cover their flaws. And the truth is, you never know what you got when you meet a woman, especially if you meet a woman out at a club. You never know who you met at the club until you see her the next morning when all of that makeup is on your pillowcase. Stop believing the image that a woman portrays to you, especially on social media, but in any place where women take the time to look what they think is their best. Because what you see is almost never what you get. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, the reality of the scenario is this. When you meet a woman at a club, she is looking her best, and she has covered all of her imperfections. So if she has a slightly out of shape middle, she probably has on a body girdle or Spanx. If she has bad skin, then she has on a pound of makeup. If she has good skin, then she has on at least a quarter pound of makeup. If she has bad hair, she has on a long wig. If she has good hair, she has on a long weave. If she doesn't have much booty, then she's got on butt pads. If she's really short, and she's got on extremely high heels. Short nails, she's got long acrylic nails on. And the list goes on as far as the things that women are willing to do in order to enhance their imperfections, in order to make themselves appear perfectly presentable. But you never know what you got until you see her the next morning. Now, somebody sent me a video on IG of this chick, man, who just lets it be known that this beautiful woman here is me, and this not so beautiful woman here is me as well. Showing you how effectively these women can transform themselves into who they want to be, or who you want them to be, from who they truly are. Hoping that by the time you figure out who she truly is, you're caught up. Let's take a listen to the video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
Hi, my name's Christine, and I live a double life. This is me, and this is also me. This is me, but this is also me. And this is me, and this is also me.
Now, what you see, man, is a woman who is acting like this is a joke. This is no joke. This level of witchcraft, this level of foolery, this level of deceit, this isn't funny, man. A man meets a woman and he thinks she's beautiful, man, only to find out, man, that the woman he met is nothing like the woman that's truly under all of that stuff. That's why I tell you, man, you got to start flacking the natural beauty again. I prefer natural beauty. I prefer a woman who wears her own hair. I'm not talking about her own hair because she bought it. I'm talking about the hair that grows out of her head. I'm talking about that woman. And I also prefer the woman who is open about, her skin imperfections, and she may slightly enhance them. But if you put on your makeup and you look like a completely different person, then you are not trying to enhance what you have. You're trying to cover it up. And honestly, this woman looks like she might be sick. And the thing is, you don't know she's sick when she's dolled up like this. when she's got her face beat and she's got her hair on, man, then you just can't tell what you got. And I just think, man, that level of deceit is dead wrong. What if men start renting foreign cars every time they went somewhere, and they go to a town and they're hanging out and they're staying at a fly suite and they got a rental car and that's a foreign whip, maybe a Lamborghini or something, and they're riding up on women, man, and they're convincing women that they have money when they really don't. Don't you know what kind of backlash that would be? Don't you know that some rights group will come out and say, hey, man, he's preying on innocent women? Well, is she not preying on innocent men? Is she not leading men on and having them desire a woman that she can't present to them? She can't be the woman she's presenting herself as. And here's the thing. A woman can pull this over on you for months. And then you end up marrying this woman. She could pull that, I'm a good girl. I don't want to have sex before I'm married. I don't want to do any of these things. No, we can't spend the night together because I want you so bad, and you want me, and we know what's going to happen, and I just don't want to do that. I want us to be blessed, and we're going to be together. And you think you got you a good girl all the time. You got you a girl that's trying to put you on a hook before you wake up beside a booger bear. See what I'm saying? This woman is not attractive without her makeup and stuff on. And I'm not saying it, she's saying it. That's why she wears all that stuff. See, here's the thing about attraction. If you know you're attractive in your natural state, you don't do anything to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? You find me a woman with natural hair that's long and flowing down her back, she's not going to do anything to mess that up. The hardest thing in the world is get that woman to do, man, to put a relaxer in her hair. Women who think they're beautiful don't diminish their beauty by doing things. Now, a woman may be beautiful and do something that hurts her beauty and detracts from her beauty, but in her mind, she didn't think that thing was beautiful, so she went and tried to fix it. The bottom line is you have to be aware of the women that you're meeting, because 9 times out of 10, if you see her face is made up, then she doesn't look anything like that without her makeup on. And you see a lot of the times, man, these women don't want to do the things to improve themselves. They just want to cover it up. Women have the ability in this society to cover all of their flaws and imperfections up. We as men don't have that. Now you got men starting to wear man weaves and all of that. So no, that's a totally different ballgame. We're not going to cover that here. But women have been doing these things forever. Just covering up imperfection, presenting herself as close to perfect, and then springing this out on the man later on. Can you imagine taking this woman home, man? Y'all a little tipsy. Y'all at the crib, man. Y'all in there having a blast, man. Getting it in, having a good time, man. You wake up next morning, man, and this is in bed beside you. Can you imagine that? How would that change your world? How would that ruin your world? How would that mess up your world? How would you look at that and say, oh, man, no, this can't be true. Like, why would this woman do such a thing, man? Why would this woman put me out there like that, man? This is low down dirty, man. This doesn't make any sense. And in her mind, she doesn't care how you feel about it because women don't care about your feelings. This is evident. If a woman cared about your feelings, there's no way a woman will pull this type of wool over your eyes. She doesn't care about your feelings. She cares about her come up. The only thing a woman like this cares about is her ability to get the man that she wants by any means necessary. And so she'll present this to you and then she'll take it away. Now, she's probably got enough of a following on TikTok where she's making a little money off TikTok where she don't have to worry about it anymore. But here's the problem. If you see a man that likes her when her face is beat and she's dressed up, that same man is not going to like her otherwise. And herein lies the problem. Women go out of their way to deceive men. They go out of their way to use men. They go out of their way to confuse men. The majority of women have some type of enhancements, and they're not even honest about it. I knew a chick, man, used to wear green contacts, man, and she swore up and down to everybody those were her eyes. Now, I knew they weren't her eyes because, I used to cut her sister. So I knew they weren't her eyes. But she would tell people they were her eyes, and man, she would not get caught without those eyes. Now you see her today, man, her eyes are brown. And I'm quite sure she's come up with some story about how she got them changed to brown because she just wanted to look more normal. She got tired of getting attention for her eyes and all that. Nah, she was wearing contacts, man, color contacts. This was before color contacts even started popping like they pop now. So I'm just telling you, man, that you got to be aware of who you're dealing with, because 9 times out of 10, man, a woman doesn't care anything about deceiving you if it means she's going to get what she wants. If it means that the man that she wants is gonna leave with her or take her home with him, man, then she doesn't care. If it means that she can finagle a man into marrying her before he sees the truth of who she is, man, let me tell you something, bro. This type of thing happens all the time. There are women who I've never seen without makeup. Not women in my life, but there are women who I've never seen without makeup. I had a partner, man. He was married to a chick, man, for a couple of years. He said, and they were together 5 years. Then he married her. And they stayed together a couple of years before they ended up, divorcing. But man, he said he ain't never seen his old lady without a makeup on. So he get up in the morning, she already be up with her face beat. You understand what I'm saying? That represents an imperfection that a woman doesn't want you to see. I knew a chick, man. I had a chick, man. She used to wear her hair fly, but every time she wore it, man, it was cut down here. Like it was like a side bang, man, and it was cut down here. And it always hung down this low. You know what I'm saying? Once I got to know her, come to find out, man, she had a real serious skin blemish right there, man, that just, and it wasn't the worst thing, but it definitely drew attention. If you saw it, you looked at it because it was weird looking, but she used to always keep it covered up, man. And so, you got to think about these things, man. Like we live in a society that's telling women that they have to be perfect and they doing everything in their power to be that, but it's not us that's telling them to be perfect. It's them that are telling each other that they need to be perfect. Amongst the other things they tell themselves that they need to do and then blame it on us wanting them to do that. Even down to bleaching their skin is because we want them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Wearing blonde wigs and wigs that don't fit their hair or whatever. It's because we want them to do that. Even women who get tans, they say, well, it's because their men want them to do that. Here's the thing. We don't want you to do anything but be yourself. Be yourself, shawty. Be yourself. That's all you can do. If this is how you look that way so the man who meets you can be attracted to the woman you are. Be honest. You know, that thing that y'all are always demanding and requiring and expecting and suggesting and begging from us. And I say to you men, always remember, you don't know who you met at the club until you see her the next morning. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.